And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick completion to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Jones to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it. And he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the 1st half.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
But the one thing you know about is they've got a lot of fight. That's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested.
Offense in an empty set. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Rifles it down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch on the left. Sprinting away. Touchdown Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Wiggins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll pull it on the read. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On target over the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Gators in the hurry-up. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense When I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Fortunately able to get the ball back, but they are going to be backed up to start this drive. So Missouri will have to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to ride this running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Florida! He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now on first down from the 28. Jones to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Line gets set, first down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He fires to the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07, getting it to Percy Harvin, who had 100-yard receiving games and 100-yard rushing games that year.
He was just such a weapon. When you got weapons, you learn how to use them, and you learn how to deploy them in all kinds of different ways. If I'm Florida, continue to find ways to find that guy, because whether it's zone, man, whatever, he wins.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Jones wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Jones to throw. Takes the easy completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it.
Oh, he's got some space. That's a fumble. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Touchdown, Missouri. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The run from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field.
There he goes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Long. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quarterback making checks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They've got this game in hand. Maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out.